Welcome back to another episode of the Livin Room without the G. I'm your host for today's episode, Jason, joined as usual, the boys, Bryan and Dom.
Hi, guys.
And this time frame, we're in a little bit of February. We have some Valentine's Day love going on, ideally, for some of y'all, maybe all of us.
None of us. None of us.
We're all unlucky and none of us are having any Valentine's Day stuff. But I thought today would be a great day to bring up a red flag, green flag for us as three bachelors having our ideal girlfriend and what flags we'd want them to have. So we have a game card with red flag, green flag, and we'll have beige flag if there's nothing that doesn't bother any of us. And we got the whiteboards out. So and what we're gonna be doing is I'll read one, and then we'll write it out, what we're going to do, reveal it, and then Bryan will read one, and then the same process until we get a good amount for this episode. I'd say.
We'll see if we all agree and disagree.
Exactly.
A lot
so
of
that's the whole point
here.
So, because I just opened this game, so I have no idea what any of the cards could be.
We have no idea what we're getting into.
Yeah, so this could be a disastrous or it could be really good.
Yeah.
So without further ado, our first card for this game is they pay their parents' bills.
Okay.
Oh, it kind of depends.
Okay. And you could use red, green, or beige. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how to spell any of the. Or
You don't know how to spell beige.
Beige, no. Is it I or E?
I'm pretty sure it's a B-E-I.
E-I?
Yeah.
Beige. Okay.
I gotta write it bigger, man. Oh, this
you go.
doesn't erase.
You're supposed to use the end or the
I
eraser
thought you
right
could
there.
use either or.
No.
It's just the magnet.
It's just the magnet,
Point of
yeah.
this.
Well, I'm good.
I think I
Well, you know what
I already know both of you guys said.
All right. I guess Brad's ready. All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Dang, I just put green.
Beige. And to the audience, beige.
I
Green.
put green.
I
All
don't
right.
think they can see your thing from there. It's
Oh.
like actually lifted up.
Lift it up because maybe
Okay.
You did it from an angle.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Yeah. So I guess we'll start with Dom. Why did you put green?
explain
It's
yourself.
supposed to be like kind of family orientated, and I like that in the person.
Okay.
But I guess it does kind of depend if they can afford to do it or if they're like.
He's like, I'm paying their bills, but I'm not paying my own.
Yeah, I can see how you say beige, but that's why I put green. It's like, oh, that's
But it's
just
most likely that it's because they're being a good person.
yeah, they could
Yeah.
afford it, like supporting their family, so it kind of shows
Yeah.
they have like a good relationship with their family too.
Right.
So
Okay.
That's cool. I agree slightly as well. Like, for example, like if maybe their parents came from like a really unfortunate background
Yeah.
and they're the ones like supporting them, then it kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
But then there's also like maybe they're enabling their parents or something. Like if their parents were like major alcoholics and like they're just supporting them, and then like let's say you decide to have kids with them and they can't tend to their own kids, just kind of like what you said as well.
Mm.
Then that's kind of like a red flag for me. So it really depends on why they're
there's like more
He's
nuance
getting
to
into the
it.
nuance. Yeah. I think usually it is like the face value.
psychoanalyze everything.
Yeah.
I said beige because, yeah, it's good that they do that, but I mean, it doesn't really bother me at all any type of way. I mean, it could be
Yeah.
a green flag. Yeah, you're paying their bills, but I mean, hopefully you're paying your own as well. So,
See, I pay my bills and the family's bills.
Yeah. But the grand scheme of it all, it doesn't affect me any type of way. So that's why I put beige.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, Bryan, whenever you want to,
So either pile.
either pile. Got options,
Gotta weigh 'em.
Yeah, I gotta weigh them.
This one's done.
Okay, then discard it.
Other pile. They have a minimalist lifestyle with. Wait, hold on. They have a minimalist lifestyle with few material possessions.
Okay.
I think this one's easy.
Mm.
Bryan just keeping it open for everyone to
He's
see.
just saying
The camera can't see it.
But we can. I'm not trying to even
Doesn't
look
matter.
anywhere.
All right.
Trying to guess each other.
All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
You put green. I just put beige.
Okay. All right.
What does it mean to have like a minimalist lifestyle? You just don't own anything?
You just like,
Like they're poor.
no, it's just like,
No.
you're very like low maintenance. So you don't need a lot of materialistic things. So like say you want to like for a car, for example, right? You'll just drive like a Ford car or Chevy or something like that instead of driving a Lamborghini.
Oh yeah, that's green. I was like, oh. So they just like don't have any hobbies. They're just like their room's just nothing, just a bed and a TV. That's it.
No. But like they don't need
I
all
don't
the.
think it's a red flag at all, though. Not having hobbies.
I think that's a red flag.
I think that's a red flag too.
I mean, like some people's lives it revolves around just having fun, watching TV, and as long
that's
as
a hobby.
That's a hobby.
Watching TV is a hobby.
I consider hobbies more like productive than just like singing.
No, they could be anything.
So.
Well, gaming.
Yeah, that's a hobby.
That's a hobby, but some people would consider that unproductive. But that's a hobby.
Probably like reading manga.
People say that's unproductive. But that's a hobby. So it's the same concept. Netflix and chilling. That's a hobby.
I know it's a hobby, but like for me, it doesn't.
It doesn't
like
qualify as a hobby.
No.
All right, let's go with the prop. The minimalist lifestyle.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I think we're all Bryan and I. Okay, we're all green. Yeah, because I think it's green because you want someone because being minimalistic, they're good with their money instead of like going on, like spending money on luxury items,
like designer products, like that. Okay,
or vacations and stuff like that. Because that's not minimalistic. So if you're trying to generate wealth, you have to be on the same page. Which myself is like trying to create for our kids, for example. Why would you spending all this money instead of like using it on your kids or yourselves and stuff like that, or your house, and then you can't pay bills and stuff like that. So that's why it's a green flag that they're like that. And I don't know if you both have the same sentiment.
I'm on a different page than you. I was thinking like it's a green flag because it's like the best way to avoid like a gold digger. Yeah. So because if they're materialistic for themselves, then they're probably going to value you based off of how much you could bring to the table.
Right.
Like monetarily wise. Like I think it's important for guys to make a lot of money, but it can't be like the only thing that's keeping your relationship together.
Right. That's another good way to look at it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Dom changed his stance because he didn't know what minimalistic was.
When you said low maintenance, it's like, oh, okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's to deal with. You're not gonna waste money on just designer products or fancy stuff.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
All right, Dom, your turn. Hopefully we get good ones.
I want something edgy.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
It's like we go through the whole 2 piles. It's like just everything's lame.
They're the first person up to sing karaoke.
Wait,
first person up to sing karaoke.
So like he's doing karaoke, they run up to the mic.
Okay.
I'll hide it this time.
Nah, bro, show it off.
Yeah, show it off. Keep the trend going. All right, everyone good?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, review.
I put green.
All right. I'll go first because that's kind of how we've been doing it. I put beige because it doesn't affect me. I mean, if they're passionate about karaoke, that's cool. I mean, that's a cool hobby to have, and it doesn't affect me. Especially if like you get another nuance to it of like drunk karaoke. That's like another level of like entertainment. So I wouldn't mind it at all, unless this could be a red flag. Then they suck at singing. So that's a red flag. That's a red flag.
It's just funny.
But I think overall it doesn't affect me. So I think it's a beige flag. So
So I also chose beige, and for me it depended on the song that they were singing.
It's just really bad music.
No, she just goes for like the first song she goes for, and she's like super hyped about it, and it's like a Taylor Swift song.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, Swifties. But
that's
cancel.
Or just getting canceled by everyone every episode. It seems like
you define your enemy. Choose them carefully. You know? So
as the saying goes,
she's not bad, but it's just like
it's like have your friends close, but have your enemies even closer. You know,
but then like
why is this our most disliked video?
But if her first song is like a '90s or 2000s R&B song, then like hell yeah, that's a green flag. Yeah,
flag.
So it really depends, you know.
I just like seeing people excited about stuff. So like they're that hyped up to go up first. I'm like, oh shit, yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Have you seen that Jubilee video where it's like the it's usually like there's one guy that chooses like he doesn't get to see the girls, but they perform music for him to see which one he likes the most.
Yeah.
This one girl did kind of like a weird like emo like punk song, and he just like at first he was like into it, and then on like one of the later rounds he rejects her because he said like, you know what, I really thought about it and I realized that she's too kinky for me.
Damn.
I feel like it's kind of like one of those things where like
It's too much for
it
you.
still depends on the song, you know. It's like
Okay.
yeah, I feel like your taste in music kind of shows a lot about your personality on the inside.
I
I just feel like if they're getting hyped, I'm gonna get hyped and I'm gonna be into it.
Yeah. We're all gonna be like,
Oh yeah, exactly. I get
let's
hyped
go.
up. We both get riled up.
All right. The
good.
next one. Let's see. Hopefully it's good. Let's leave with the heart of the cards. Okay, that's kind of lame.
I can see it in your face.
I'm just like, oh no.
I just
I mean, that's you could take it another way with this one. I think you could do better.
Got standards.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this one's. Should we do this one?
well, I don't know.
Oh no, man. All right. Because it's a. Guess this is getting R-rated. Should we keep it R-rated or no? Or should we keep it PG?
No, we go rated R.
Rated
We'll
R.
cut things out as we go.
Okay. This one is they are very submissive in the bedroom.
So it's kind of like a something to think about, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I was like. Because we never talked about this on any of our episodes. I'm like, should we go there or should we not? So-
Dang, I don't know. Oh no, man.
oh no, man. It's like, what that is the flag.
Oh no, man. It's not a man flag. Okay.
All right, I'm good. Good. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Yeah, just beige.
Green.
beige.
I guess this depends if you're a dom or a
Dom,
sub, or if you're
yeah.
like,
You are a dom.
or if you can go either way.
Yeah. Let's put green because I like to be the dom in this
See, I
scenario.
can go either way.
Yeah.
So that's why I put that. Like, yeah, sometimes it's going to be the dom, sometimes it's going to be the sub.
So,
So I was like, I go either way.
So that's why I put green. So
It's the same thing for you, Brian.
just either way.
It's just like I prefer
The nuance.
Okay, I'm the nuance king, so it's I prefer if there's sub, but it doesn't make or break like a like a relationship. So it's not like it's like a necessary good or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking objectively.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad if they're not like submissive. They could just be like in between or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's preferred. That's why I put
Yeah,
green.
so
I
I said-
prefer to have
I'm in
Or
between.
submissive.
Go either way.
dominatrix, just like whipping you and stuff. I'm just like,
Have you
nah, I'm good, fam.
have you ever taken the BDSM test online?
No.
You never heard of it?
No, I
I never heard of that either.
I never. What is this?
Oh, when I was in like high school,
Well, I know what it is.
Yeah,
I
I
knew
know
it was
I know
a
what that is.
test.
I know it was a test.
like when I was in high school and college, everyone was like taking like the test like at the lunch tables or just kind of like
What is it testing? If you like it or not?
Yeah, so they asked
How would you
one-
determine if you like that
Yeah.
either?
they
You
ask
have
you a
never
bunch of
experienced.
questions on like your life and like your preferences and like some of them are like super weird and that's why you take it alone and just only show your preferences.
But you said you're doing it at lunch. You're usually with a lunch
yeah,
group.
like you do it on your phone, but you don't show people like what you answered for the questions. You show them your final results, and it shows like the percentages of like if you're like some people get like there's a daddy dom percentage sub. They have like rope bunny. They have
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that, bro.
That's crazy.
And then you
categories.
kind of like it's kind of funny because sometimes like you'll see your friend's result and you're like, damn, I didn't know you were kinky like that.
Yeah.
So it's like like they can be like an innocent little thing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
They're like, what, you like this?
99% on rope bunny. It's
Yeah.
like, that's crazy, dude.
it's usually those quiet ones,
Rope
that are
bunny.
the
Sometimes it's guys, man. They just got they're
Rope
like getting tied
bunny.
up, you know.
Hey guys, you
So
know
it's
tied to the bed, bro.
I
Just
don't
like-
judge on kinks, bro.
there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong
everyone's-
with that. No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing wrong with it, man.
It's like, that's me, man. Stop
Yeah.
making fun of me.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you just learn your friends like to get cucked, and
Yeah.
that's a thing. So,
Actually,
it's a weird.
A friend recently showed me an Instagram called Cuck Chair Instagram. It's just random cuck chairs in different hotels, just pictures of them. No, like there's nothing happening. It was just like a bed. I mean, a chair watching a bed. Just random pictures of it. I was like, bro, what the
A chair watching a bed?
It's like in the position of like the cuck chair, essentially. It's just pictures of cuck chairs.
That's a page on something?
Yeah,
like a subreddit or
No, it's an Instagram. A friend showed me. I was
And
like,
how did they stumble across that?
I don't know.
Did it show up on the recommended one day?
I don't know.
They're looking into some weird things if they did.
I don't know. I was just like, what?
I was on I feel like I spent too much time on Reddit. But there's like a subreddit on like kind of like the it's like they were talking about like movie scenes and stuff. And it's like, what's the kind of one of the most shocking movie scenes that you've seen in a movie? And someone talked about an old movie called The Getaway. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Sounds like I've heard of it.
It's like a crime thriller of some sort. And like one of the moments they got people was like basically one of like the main antagonist of the film. He survives like a shot to the chest because he was wearing like a bulletproof vest, and then he wants to get back at like the protagonist. So like he kidnaps like a vet to like treat his wounds, and then like after he gets the vet to treat his wounds, he kidnaps him and his wife, and then eventually like throughout like the movie, the wife falls in love with him. And like they're kind of like flirting behind the scenes with
it's like an NTR, bro.
But, like, the F up part is I mean, this might be sensitive for people that are not like into like SI, but like the basically like he forces the he ties up the vet to a chair and like basically forces him to like watch him have, you know, like intercourse with his wife. And then eventually, like, the guy suffers through a lot of grief. And then when they wake up in the morning to use the bathroom, he finds him, like, hanging, like, in the bathroom.
Jeez.
And he kind of dehumanizes him. He's like, this guy's just annoying. He pushes him aside and just takes, a deuce. And it's supposed to be, like, a humorous, like, part or whatever. But then when you...
The context of it all.
Yeah, but when you
build
read
up
about
to
it,
it.
it's like, that's freaking sad, man.
No, it's really sad.
Yeah. But back then, movies got really, like, dark. So it's just
you don't see that stuff now. I mean, probably like
it's very cancelable.
Yeah,
too corporatized. Too.
Exactly. That's crazy though. So.
Yeah, you got depressing.
So hopefully the next one is not depressing on the red flag, green flag.
Hopefully it's a funny one.
We'll see.
Let's go back to karaoke.
Right.
Oh, and then it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Oh, this is a good one. Wait, hold on. Let me get in front of the mic. They make money selling feet pics online. See, I knew this would get good eventually.
All right.
So,
I don't know how do I approach this. I don't know,
I'm trying to
how to feel about that.
Is there a funny one or is there... I'm just going to follow my heart.
Oh, man. What should I do? I'll go this way. I don't really know how to feel about this, but I'll go this way.
I'm just going to go with
All right. I'm good. You good, Ryan?
Hold on. Okay, I'm good now.
All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal.
We have everything. Every spectrum.
There we go. We wanted to get spicy. So who started the last one? I think I started last one, right? Or no, who started the last one? Oh no, because you guys had, so there was one to start. You can start down. Why you do bread?
It's a little too much for me.
So that's the only reason? Like you got
I don't know, just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know.
No.
So their feet pics.
So for me, it's like a beige flag because...
Wait, is this also her only source of income? Or like...
No, I think...
What if I bring her home to the family?
No, it just says make money. It says just make money.
Bring her home to the family.
So it's like a side hobby.
What does she do? Oh yeah, well you never... You never guess.
You would never guess what it is.
She's the number 1 foot model.
Yeah.
Oh, that seems out there for me.
See, I'm beige because I mean feet's not the worst thing. Yeah. So it's just feet. Like it's you know. I can't really think of any other reasons. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. But
I just put green in the funny sense of like, do what you gotta do. And so not doing OnlyFans. You're just selling feet as a feet model. That's cool. As long as you make your bet that way instead of doing like OnlyFans, I'm fine with it. You know, people have weird kinks, as we were saying, and that's a huge one for a lot of people. So she could be making, as you said, the number one
Number one foot model.
you know. So I think that's awesome if she's wants to do that and people are interested in it.
I mean, there's obviously demand for this kind of stuff.
There's a lot of demand for it.
She's bringing a lot of value to the world.
Exactly.
I guess you could be a house husband. You know, she's making big money.
Exactly.
I don't think people make that much money from OnlyFans on average.
No, it's usually like the really big accounts.
ones.
Yeah, like
It's like
you
a
make
really big, like,
100
divide.
every now and then or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Because
it's risky and you don't make a lot of money.
there's one girl that revealed how much she made for the year, and she made like 40 million.
Yeah,
In 1 year.
It's be like super dedicated
But
to
yes,
it.
you have to be like the top 0.1% or something to make something like that.
It's not as easy as people think it is.
Right.
Yeah, and there's like a huge bias towards like models that are like younger too.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
you only have
There's a lot more going on with it.
a couple years to make a lot of money. So
And some of the ones I've seen on X, they look like they're like 15 years old, bro.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's
no,
they look, but they're not. They're not
okay.
age wise,
Yeah.
but they look like they're 15.
Yeah.
But they're like not. They're like 18 or 20 or 21. But like, why do people like probably because of a fetish, of course,
Yeah.
a fetish of girls looking like they're 15 years old, you know, even
Yeah.
though they're of age. So it's kind of just weird in my opinion. But as we go back to theme, I guess, as everyone has their fetishes.
again, we don't judge.
Yeah, no.
We don't
no
judge.
judgment here.
We don't judge.
Make your money, queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Or king.
Or king, yeah.
Yeah, I could put feet pictures online. So like hairy feet. So.
There's a fetish probably for that too.
I don't think anyone wants to see my toes.
Yeah, dude. It's like I don't flip him. No, I'm kidding. My toes are immaculate.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I can see this one. They go on vacation on their own.
Ooh, okay.
Damn, I feel like all my answers are vanilla.
Yeah, no, there's so much nuance to yours.
Well, you started with a lot of nuance, but now it's
I feel like I
Getting more
just don't
tame.
judge things at all. Nothing's good or nothing's bad. I mean,
I already have
whatever
all
makes
that.
you happy makes you happy.
Okay, I think.
We got to see some spicy cards. We'll see if we get any.
I'll listen to spice this one.
All right, good. 3, 2, 1, review.
Oh, you said red.
Yeah.
Dang, which
I
one
said
you got?
beige.
Beige. Okay.
I guess for me. Oh, well. Am I going to start?
You can start if you want. You already started talking, so go for it.
I guess it just depends on how often for me. If they're like always like traveling like so much to the point you can't see them, or they're always alone. I don't know.
It depends on the reason why they're traveling.
Yeah.
Are you going to like a foot modeling contest or something like that? Like,
They're going to a foot modeling contest every week. Okay.
yeah, but if it's like once a month, it's all right. You know?
Yeah. If it's once a month, okay,
Yeah.
you know, just don't tell me about it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. I just said red because they do those vacations, say they're going by themselves, but usually when they go by themselves, they like end up cheating.
Oh, yeah.
That's
They
why I
get sweaty
said
with
red.
them.
Yeah.
No, I have the opposite experience. I have a lot of like women friends that travel alone and they never cheat on their like partners or anything like that.
Right, but I'm
I
saying
know it's not like
Yeah.
guaranteed or
guaranteed,
whatever,
right.
but a lot of people do like backpacking trips and whatever, and
Right.
they just like to just explore things on their own because
Right.
maybe they don't have like a best friend that can afford to travel with them, and I don't see anything wrong with
This
it.
depends how much
But
you
it's-
trust this person.
But it's not
Yeah.
a green flag because it doesn't make you special if you travel alone or
Right.
anything. So you
But I
don't
would
get
just
any
say,
extra brownie
I would
points.
say it'd be great to like travel with like your girlfriend or significant other.
Yeah.
That's like if you, why would you travel by yourself when you could travel with like, if you're dating, why would you not go with them?
Maybe I don't want
That's
to go.
So that's why it's a red
Wherever-
flag, because why it brings up flags for me, like a red flag for me, essentially, like why you're traveling by yourself. I guess frequency, as you guys said, is another thing to consider. But why you're traveling by yourself when you like could travel with me, and I just making time for both of us to experience this thing instead of just you.
I mean, my parents like
Plus
they-
business trips. That's another
Oh,
one.
like
but,
my
yeah.
my mom will go to England with sometimes with her sister, sometimes
But that's different.
By
She's
her-
with someone
no,
though.
but sometimes like,
yeah.
I think she'll go like alone, and my dad will go to the Philippines alone. But he'll be with family sometimes.
But it also depends.
So-
They've been in a relationship for a long time compared to like someone. Say like we just started dating or
So,
like a couple
I guess
years.
it depends
you know?
like how serious you are too.
yeah.
Yeah. But like if my girl wants to go somewhere where I have no interest in going, and it's like a repeat trip, like it's not like the first time, like maybe we went together for the first time
Mhm.
and then she wants to keep going there because it's her favorite place and I don't really care too much about it, then I'll be like, go, just have your good time, and I'll also have like my own like vacation as well.
Okay.
Sometimes it's only for a week or maybe like a few days or whatever.
I don't know. I think it just comes down to trust.
Yeah.
As you said,
Like, trust
do you
and
trust
frequency.
them what
Either
they're
you're
doing or not?
Normally, like trusting right off the bat.
Huh?
Mhm.
Are you like not normally like trusting right off the bat?
I'd say I'm pretty trusting, but there's always got to have like those like
Little-
what ifs
little air
in your
caution.
back of your mind of like this could be things because like you see on like social media. Oh, I thought my girlfriend was going on this vacation by herself, but then I called the resort and it was under someone else's name, or she took a picture and you saw another luggage in there. I'm like, that's not hers. So like, it's things like that. So it just like always makes me wary on the worst of things, I guess. That's why I gotta be optimistic and pessimistic sometimes. You know,
The
look
balance.
I gotta look at both things, each side of how it could be. So that's why I just assume the worst and I just put red for mine.
Yeah. I mean, if I ever discovered something like that, like I find out it was under somebody else's name, I'm leaving the house or the apartment like right away. I'm not even gonna have that
Not
conversation.
gonna argue. You're just done.
If there's like undeniable proof, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like argue about it, I guess. So
Right.
That's fair.
yeah.
Or just tell them find a new home because your stuff's.
You don't have to say
yeah.
anything, you just like leave.
Just disappear.
So
No, but say like they're like you're living, cohabitating, whatever you want to call it, in like apartment you got, so you can't leave your place because it's your apartment, so you have to tell her to leave, or just like text her.
I'll take whatever stuff that I definitively own, and if we have a cat or dog together, I'm taking the animal. So, it's like I call dibs, you know, like
Real.
So you're leaving even if it was your apartment.
yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
I'd probably talk to the landlord and be like, yeah, I'm gone.
I wonder how it is for landlords then with
I don't know,
stuff
actually.
like that. That's like
Some of my friends, like they it wasn't like anything with cheating, but they broke up and they were already living together, and then they just had to deal with living together for the rest of the lease,
That's
and
miserable.
it's kind of rough. 'Cause
Yeah.
I would just
That sounds
I would pay the
awful.
money and not live there because like, I'll
Right.
put in money in the rent, but I don't want to be there because I
Right.
feel like that's even worse.
Yeah.
right.
So super awkward.
Terrible.
So yeah, because I think unless you could like break the lease, I don't know. There has to be something that can be
For
You
done.
can break the
couples.
lease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if she's not on the lease, but you are, so technically you're liable for the rent. So
Mhm.
you even if you leave, you'd still have to pay it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot of intricacies with it. So
Yeah.
if I was at the apartment, I'll tell her,
Get
Oh,
out.
you- here's boxes in your. No, I know you're enjoying your vacation, but all your stuff's in boxes by the garbage. Hopefully you get back soon.
I had a friend who like left her apartment like after like she and her guy like broke up, but she kept paying for like all of the rent because he was like actually a bum.
Dang.
And I'm like,
Dang.
bro, like you should just. I told her like you don't have to be nice to this guy. He did you dirty,
Right.
so just like f him. And she's
Exactly.
like, oh, but I'm too nice, and I don't want him to like end up like I don't know like homeless or whatever.
No, F that guy.
Fuck him.
But it doesn't even matter because he would be homeless after the lease is done anyways.
Exactly. So
So
might as well start it now.
Yeah,
you
get
know? It doesn't. A month or two does not make a difference.
We had an
So-
episode about min-maxing homelessness.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right if he
Yeah.
follows Bryan's step-by-step strategy and how
yeah,
to.
when you live in the suburbs, like there's plenty of ways you can min-max homelessness. So
All right, transitioning to our next topic. Let's see, it's upside down. Let's see. Oh, this one's interesting. So they suggest we sleep in different rooms so their snoring doesn't wake me up. I think that's interesting
Yeah, it's interesting.
because we have friends that are snorers and dealing with that is, a problem. But ideally, if you're married or in a relationship, you want to sleep in the same bed. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys would think on this.
Hmm.
Let's see. I suggest in different rooms. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with this. then.
It says they're snoring.
Huh?
It's their snoring.
Yeah, it says. So their snoring doesn't wake me up.
Okay.
So actually, now I'm changing my flag color originally. Then
we should have gotten real flags.
no,
Just
then
like-
we could see it. They provided it, but I
Yeah,
don't.
like, we'll put it on the floor and we just kind of like bring it up. Yeah.
Just a Mario Party mini game. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. All right, we good?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Whoa.
Oh. 2 green, 1 red.
All right. Bryan, you could start.
Okay,
you
because
say,
I'm the
Red?
odd one out. So I used to like record my sleep. Like have this app called like Sleep Cycle that like tracks my like sleeping patterns, and like it does record audio while you're asleep. So like I kind of know how loud I snore. So if they're saying like they want to sleep in different rooms because my snoring's too loud,
but it's their snoring, not yours.
Wait, let's see.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Different rooms, so their snoring doesn't wake me up. I still call BS on it. I feel like snoring is such a. It's such a.
Doesn't matter who's snoring. It's still a red flag.
It's such a non like issue.
Are you a light sleeper or like a heavy sleeper?
I used to be heavy. Now it's like light, but I could. I feel like I fall asleep better when someone's like next to me, anyways. So, I mean, like I kind of lean towards red, but it could be a beige kind of thing. But it's
gonna break the trend, man. You had like a 10 beige flag streak going, so it's good that you
they're
got it.
suggesting, but they're like, if it was my problem, I'd be the one to bring it up. But they're suggesting that like
because it's their snoring,
so they're being considerate.
That's why I put green.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh,
consideration.
care about my
I
sleep.
don't even see it as an issue. So it's
So
it's like,
what if you can't sleep though?
Why are you insisting that we sleep in different bedrooms? And I'm fine with it, you know.
So then would it be a green flag if you're fine with it?
No, I'm fine with it, but they're insisting. Like, I don't know why you keep like insisting.
They feel guilty.
Because what is it? See, they
It's like a minor
suggest.
thing, you know?
They don't insist. They suggest. So not like persistent in insisting. They just they just like, bring it up one time.
They feel bad about it or something, and they don't want to mess with your sleep.
I could lean towards beige, but like I don't know.
It's whatever you want, bro.
Non-issue that.
Well, if it's not an issue, then it'd be red.
But if it's like insisting, then it's like I'm kind of sus now. It's like, why do you want to sleep in a different room?
Oh no, it's not insisting. So
they're suggesting it.
They're suggesting it.
Well, go with beige, okay? You're just trying to influence me, man. I'm just let me.
This is why we can't have the flags.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, because as Dom said, I think consideration is
they
good.
care about your sleep.
Yeah,
that's how I saw it.
Because it's like, oh, I seen that you can't sleep well.
Like, no, you're gonna sleep with me forever.
Right.
I'm gonna snore louder now.
Yeah.
Get stronger.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is they have to snore like super, super loud before I would like need to complain.
I've seen some really bad snorers in my day.
Yeah.
So I had my godfather. He's a really bad snorer, and he snores. He literally shakes the whole house. I mean, it's literally an exaggeration, but like, it's like the analogy is like he's really loud. You can just hear like the walls of the house shaking with the snoring. So if it's that bad, I think it's a green flag that they're considering that.
Yeah, I have a hard time with snoring.
So all right,
Is it
Bryan,
my turn?
Your turn.
Next.
Let's see. Ooh, they use 3-in-1 shampoo.
I feel like that one's more for like girls or guys, but
I think it applies both ways.
Do girls have 3-in-1 shampoo?
I'm pretty sure they do.
They do, but they probably choose not to use it for good reason.
It's my opinion, not theirs. But so I guess this is what
I feel like this one's more for girls who care about this one.
Oh yeah, let me put this up. Okay, I'm good. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, review. Beige, red.
Damn, always the odd one out.
Not all that.
Oh, you two were on the same for a couple, and then we're on the same page for some in the beginning as well. So, I guess you started last time, but I guess I'll
was the
start.
odd one out.
Yeah, you're the odd one out. I did beige because in theory it doesn't affect me, but I prefer them to like have a shampoo, conditioner for all the individually instead of one because it's for their hair it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
But for me it doesn't affect me. But I prefer the other way. That's why I put beige. But it could be like fringe red. So, so that's why I put beige.
Yeah, no, I didn't really care less. As long as they're staying clean and showering.
As long as they're taking care of their
hygiene, you know.
Yeah, for me it was like a red flag just because like it's pretty common knowledge that like using 3-in-1 shampoo is not a very smart idea. It just kind of like comes off as like lazy to me. But then like if they're lazy in like one aspect, they might be lazy in a bunch of aspects. And then we can't really work together like as a couple if they just want to like shortcut everything. So
So you took
and I'm thinking too much into it. But
Yeah,
it's, just,
that's a lot of these you are.
it's like because I personally don't know any like the only people I know that use 3-in-1 shampoo are like dudes,
That's
but
what
they
I'm
have
saying.
shorter
Yeah.
hair, so it's kind of like
That's what I'm
whatever.
saying.
But I still think it's a red flag for dudes, just because like why not just shampoo and condition? Because like
People
you
are
gotta take
lazy.
care
And
of
then
your
people have
hair
like
and
all the
whatever.
3-in-1 is the body wash. The other one's the
Yeah.
body wash. So that's the third one. I don't
Yeah.
mind body wash and shampoo in one, but conditioner I think needs to be separate. I know
My-
it's a hot take, but
Yeah, my
it's
hair's
just different.
Like, I used to put too much shampoo because I had a friend that told me that if I put shampoo, it'd make my hair like
Shine.
yeah. I guess so. The thing is, I have naturally dry hair, so then if I shampoo, it's gonna frizz and it's gonna look really. It looks like I just got electrocuted or something. So,
You're like, yeah, that sounds cool.
yeah, I have like a weird like hair routine where like I condition maybe like every other day or every 3 days, and I use more like leave-in conditioner than anything.
Mm.
And usually I just kind of like pat dry, and I don't use any like blow dryer or like nothing like that.
Well, our hair is pretty short, so you don't. I mean, yes, you could use a blow dryer, but I think blow dryers are more for like longer. I could be wrong.
I feel like long hair.
I never
Yeah.
used a blow dryer.
I have
Yeah.
my brother uses a blow dryer, even though his hair is like, it's not like mine, but it's still like long-ish.
Mm.
Not
I
like
think his is not thicker, but it's longer.
no, not that brother, the other one.
Oh,
He
okay.
uses like he just uses on like the cool setting because it's faster for him. But then like you have a lot more bad hair days when you're drying your hair like unnaturally like that, unless you plan on straightening it or whatever. But the only time I ever used like a blow dryer was like back in high school. I used to like blow dry my hair and then straighten it with my mom's straightener, and I wear like a hat on top of it. And then by the time I went to like on the school bus and I got to like high school, I'd take off the hat and it would look like Justin Bieber hair.
Man, it's going through a phase, bro.
Dang.
It wasn't because
can't
I
even
wanted to look
picture
like
that.
Justin Bieber. It's just because I wanted to have like straight hair,
Yeah.
and that's what my cousin told me to do. But I just stopped doing it because like my hair would look amazing, but it would smell burnt because
Oh.
like
The flat iron. Something
yeah, I
that
mean like
blow
I
dryer.
would blow dry or whatever, but it's not like dry enough. And when I would straighten my hair, it would kind of like fry it a little bit, which is not good.
Well, blow drying your hair, it like I don't know if it like kills, but it definitely like burns.
It's not
your
good
hair.
to straighten your hair in
Yeah.
general.
So
But it's something that I kind of like learned late.
mhm.
Because either that or like I had like really bad shampooed hair because I didn't
You used a
have
lot,
that
you
routine
said.
before. Yeah, so I had to straighten it out of like necessity, or else my hair would look really bad.
Mm.
Yeah,
It never got into the
Everything's-
intricacies. I just like
yeah.
put
'Cause you
shampoo,
got straight hair,
scrub,
Yeah, I didn't have one until
well.
like recently to start doing this.
Yeah,
But if you don't
Mhm.
shampoo too much, does your hair get super greasy?
yeah, it gets greasy.
Oh, my hair is never greasy, which is good because I don't really sweat over there. But at the same time, that my hair just looks dry and unkempt sometimes. So I like the opposite problem.
Because I would recommend to not like shampoo or conditioner like every day.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But some
So-
people have really greasy hair in general, and you have to
Mm.
like shampoo like twice a day sometimes.
Oh, really?
It really
Yeah.
depends on like your hair type.
Yeah, usually my hair gets really greasy. Like, say, like a shower at night, and then I shower. Then, like the next night, it's like super greasy or something like that.
Mhm.
Or like when I don't know. This is another thing. So if you guys are not doing anything for the whole day, this is not even red flag, green flag. Maybe it's a red flag, green flag for the girls. To be like, that's kind of gross. But say you're not doing anything for the whole day. You're just like staying in. You don't take a shower. Do you guys do that, or you guys shower every day?
If I'm not going anywhere or doing anything,
If I go
won't
to the
shower for
gym,
a
I
day.
take a shower. But then like
But if that's you're doing something though,
So if you're like
Yeah.
just staying at
you're
home
just
the whole
chilling
time,
the whole day.
I don't always like take a shower every day sometimes.
But that's,
I don't
when
get dirty
that's
at all.
because you're not doing anything though, right?
Yeah.
So we're all
Yeah,
doing the same
yeah.
thing. Okay, but some people
So-
are like weird. It's like, ew, you don't shower every day. So that's good that we're all
Yeah.
on the same page and think that. But
Yeah.
maybe the girls
only
in the
for one
audience,
day though. If it gets like 2 days, like okay, I got to shower.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
one day is usually
Yeah,
the
exactly.
max.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I go to work in person a lot, and it's not like I have days where I'm spending the whole day at home anyways. So
well, that's just
It's hypothetical.
Yeah, we're just saying
it's not
like you
something I
spend
actively think
24
about, like-
hours straight in the one place, like the apartment or house or vacation.
What
you're
I mean is
doing
I don't have
something.
like a dead set rule where it's like I have to shower like every day at like this time or maybe like twice a day or whatever. It's like I shower right before I go out and after I get home from the gym, and then yeah. If I feel dirty, I go to take a shower.
Because I go to the gym.
I go to the gym and stink it up more. Show them the manliest.
Yeah.
That saying gets sweaty, but I'm just
I
like,
take a
I
shower
decided to get sweaty.
I want to make it worse.
I take a shower before I go to the gym a lot of the time too, because like a lot of people tell me like, oh, why do you do that? Just take a shower afterwards. I'm like, no, you're gonna sweat, and if your skin is dirty, then you're gonna get acne, and that's yeah.
I don't think we have this problem now because our hormones and stuff are slowed down compared to when we were like hitting puberty and like junior high
the gym
and high
is
school.
dirty. Like you're touching equipment and you're touching your face. Like,
well, yeah,
good
that's why you
habit.
could wash after, because what they recommend if you're staying your face specifically is you want to use hot water to open up your pores and then use like a. We're going to get into this nuance. It's weird, but it's fine. But you should use like a face wash like bar to like get in your pores, because when we have
a bar to wash your face,
like a soap bar.
I don't do that. I use an actual facial wash.
Oh well, I use a face bar,
like a skin routine. Like that's
whatever works for you, bro. I got
this is important stuff, bro.
I use a face bar, and that's what I use.
Oh, I have like this little scrubber I use.
Just a scrubber? You don't use anything to like?
No, I use a face wash.
Oh, okay, a face wash.
I use a facial wash and exfoliation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I literally had like a girl friend come over, and she had to take a shower, and she's like, "Oh, do you have facial wash?" I'm like, "Yeah, I actually have facial wash." And she's like, "Good," because most guys don't have anything. Like they just use bar of soap to wash their face.
I used body soap for the longest time to wash my face. I didn't really have any
It actually
problems.
dries up your face though. That's kind of why they recommend to use like a dedicated facial wash.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's what they recommend. But I was like,
No,
at least I wash my
red
face.
flag.
At least I wash my face. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because usually that's how like zits, and just by not even washing my face. So I just used hand soap to wash, but now I use a facial like soap to wash because it's for facial reasons. So exfoliate that way. But I don't use like
facial washes
exfoliation.
don't exfoliate though. There's like a separately exfoliate.
Well, I mean, just like clean wise, not like really.
I didn't learn this stuff until like college, but
Me too.
It's cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like really expensive, but exfoliator is like $5.
Yeah.
The facial wash is like $6, and it lasts you like a month maybe.
Yeah, the one thing I want to do, I did it once, was get like a facial just to remove like all the dead skin. I probably had like a bunch of it.
Like
That's
like
what
the
the
mask thing?
exfoliating is for. Yeah, because I forget what it does. Like the chemicals in there kind of loosen up like the dead skin. You could just wash it off. So you have to like leave it on your face for like a minute.
Okay.
And then just like let it. Sometimes it has like kind of like a cooling effect almost. So it feels really nice. And then when you clean your face, then all the dead skin comes off.
Okay.
So
maybe that's something I have
it's
to
like a
look
once
into.
a week kind of thing. Yeah, it's like the more you learn.
Exactly. Who would have thought all these things?
Yeah, dude.
When it came from.
I don't remember what the question was.
They use 3-in-1 shampoo. This whole conversation rose up because of that.
You know, I know a lot of gals that like they complain that like guys have bad hygiene, and I feel like that's something that's so like avoidable.
Yeah.
Like, what do they define as bad hygiene, though?
Like they don't shower, or like maybe
that's like minimalistic. Shower, brushing your teeth,
wash your face.
Oh yeah, I mean, wash your face. That's it.
Because I've heard of like some girls say like they're going down for like a BJ, and like their dick smells like piss, and it's like, bro, you gotta like wash, bro, or you gotta like clean your ass, dude. Like some people don't do that shit.
Clean your ass.
Some people don't. They,
That's a very important thing to clean.
You gotta change your clothes every day. You can't just like wear the same shit like every day.
True.
Or what if you're like one of those one
I'm
people?
like preaching to the choir, but some people don't do this, and it's like, come on,
there's
bro.
people that have the same outfit, but like 5 of them. So like you think they're wearing the same clothes, but there's 5 different outfits of the same clothes. It's like, bro, don't you change? I'm like, I did change. I just have 5 different of the same exact sweatpants.
I guess if they don't
5
smell.
of the exact same shirt.
They have one fit, and this is their whole class is that whole fit.
Yeah.
Like if your clothes have a stain on it, it's like people are gonna question like, where did that stain come from? Is that
no,
like,
all my shirts have the same stain.
is it like a food stain? Is it like
I had the same food.
Something else stain.
Oh, it's gross.
It's like you don't want like imagine showing up to a date and there's just stains all over. They're gonna be like, what the hell? Like
No, that's the designer stuff. That's
a designer stain.
That's a paint
I made
stain.
that. That's
Yeah, the
design.
paint stains are just
I
It
made
was on
that.
purpose. You know, like
so.
yeah.
Interesting conversation that
Moral of the
arose from that
story, you
one.
get your hygiene on point, and it's common sense, but some people don't do it. You know,
I don't think it's common sense because, as you guys said, you learned in like college. So some people don't have
using like a facial wash
skin
and
routines.
exfoliator. It's not like I waited until college to learn how to take a shower.
No, well, yeah. So I'm saying like that piece though, but then you said that as part of hygiene, get face washing,
Like the skin
so,
routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
But yes, a shower. Hopefully, you learned that since birth. If you haven't, I don't know what you've been doing, bro. Unless you're like Tarzan or something,
Yeah.
going in the
Cave
jungles,
person.
just hanging through vines.
I've definitely been on a date with somebody that her teeth was mostly white except for one like super yellow tooth, and it's like you just keep missing that tooth every time.
Or it's a fake tooth.
No, I'm pretty sure they just didn't wash it.
That's impossible. It has to be a fake tooth.
Just going
It's like-
around that one.
That's impossible. How are
Some
you
people
missing
really,
one tooth?
It's like right. It's like maybe they missed one part. I don't know. So
Just keep missing one tooth.
Yeah, dude. I think it's a fake tooth.
I go,
There's no
I
way.
don't like that one.
Just like,
I hate this section.
Yeah, let me skip that one tooth. And
it's not something that you actively think of skipping. It's like you're just like not paying attention. Like you brush on like the other kind of like deeper in there, and then like the front, and then you just it's like a bad habit that you never fixed.
Well, bad habits die hard, as the saying goes.
You know?
But I think it's a fake tooth. I don't think it's
What's going on?
unless she's reducing the amount of pressure she puts on
I
that
know
one
people
tooth.
with like dentures and fake teeth, and they clean it still.
Well, that's
Bro, I
more
mean, if it's
easier
like-
to do because it's a denture. Because you could take it out and physically wash all of them.
Are you talking about like an implanted tooth or something? Or
Yeah, like an implanted tooth. Like say like a
is it yellow by default or what?
No, because like so one of my friends back on cross country, she had like a chip tooth, so like they like glued on another part to it. I don't know exactly the whole process of it, but we went to like a laser tag place. We have like the neon lights.
Yeah.
That one tooth was like not colored at all, or like it was still like kind of that, I don't know what to call it,
Mm-hmm.
but like like your teeth usually like are white,
Yeah,
but it was like just
it's like off color.
yellow or whatever it was. So it's like something like that. That's what I think of when you're saying that.
Well, when I think like context clues, like it's not like the rest of their hygiene was on point either. So I kind of assume that it's kind of like you're missing something. So,
Oh,
yeah, but it's not like a common thing. But
It can be though. Maybe there's a status like X%, and it's pretty high that people do not take care of their personal
they
hygiene.
dodge one tooth.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it's not
Right.
like complete white either. It's just like not super like bright yellow. But it just like it stood out. I'm like, bruh.
I'm grabbing the next one.
So
Moving
their
on.
hygiene, red
Yeah,
flag, green
moving on.
flag card.
Oh, they have a drink after work every night.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Oh,
There's two ways I could go with this.
all right. I think I'm gonna go this way. But then it could be fringe another flag.
As I say, it could go either way, but I think I'm gonna go with it.
All right, we good? 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Beige. Yeah, I said red.
said red.
Audience beige.
Explain yourself.
Dom? Who?
Yeah, sure.
You didn't do something either.
Just both at the same time. I think if you're having a drink every night, that's a little, a little too much, and I feel like there might be something else going on.
It's fair.
Yeah, for me, like the key word is at night, because at nighttime is when you're trying to numb the pain, you know.
Yeah, they
So-
got some
so-
stuff going on.
Yeah,
What's going on at work?
Because I mean, like most people drink to some extent, but yeah, like again, like on a work night,
It's
it's
every night.
Yeah, like because it's harder to like fall asleep when you're going through like past or current trauma or whatever.
Mm.
So it's not saying that they're bad people. Just like I'm not really in the position right now to date somebody that's going through a lot of
Yeah,
trauma.
yeah, I
Like
know
they
what you
should
mean.
probably be in therapy or whatever. So
So I guess this also depends. Is it like, are they drinking heavily, or is it like I have like a sip of wine?
just
with
like
my
one
dinner?
beer or whatever.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
kind
so
of
mine was fringe red because of that.
because they're drinking heavily. I think it's like red.
So I put beige because if it's one drink a night, because some jobs are stressful. So sometimes even my job, I
I
feel
never
like I
really
need.
consider that too. Just
So
like,
sometimes I needed like a drink to unwind a bit, or even some people like having wine, which is like drinking after work every night too.
Yeah,
But then I consider fringe red if it's one drink becomes 2 drinks and 2 drinks becomes 4 drinks. That's
on how
red.
heavy they're drinking.
But I think if they use it to unwind from a stressful day at work, I think that's no problem. But if you're drinking every day, maybe you need to find a new job.
But what does that tell you about the person where like their first resort to getting over stress is drinking? Because you could get through stress like exercising, reading a book, getting sleep.
That's a good point.
Watching TV or whatever. But it's like the first thing that they think about is alcohol. Like even if it's just like one beer, it's like that's not going to get you drunk. But then what was the point of drinking it?
I think it's just unwinding. You can still be productive after that too, but maybe that's the first thing they do and say, "Oh, now I feel a little bit decompressed, unwinded. Now I could do some other things." But
every day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's
if it was like maybe like every other day, then it's not a red flag at all.
Oh yeah, I agree.
But say for like
it's like a weekend too. She's not even like they're not even at work and they're drinking to get over the weekday pains. And it's like,
but for example, right? Some people are like, I was going to say something that another episode, but say someone's working like 12 to 16 hours every day, especially as the tax accountants, they're working that 4 months or to 6 months, a year. So you probably need something like that to unwind. So if your hours are long, it makes sense to do something like that to me.
But then for me, that's why it would be like a red flag, because that's something that I would try to avoid because their lifestyle is not compatible with mine.
Which is fair.
So,
and that's the whole point of us having 3 different opinions. Yeah. So I think it's beige. I'm understanding because I have times like that where I want to do that too. So it's relatable to me. You know, sometimes I'm putting in 12, 14, 16 hours. And I like
drink together like some nights. So. It's a good like,
unwind together.
Unwind together. Just one drink though. One drink.
Trauma bonding.
Trauma bonding.
All right.
Which is weird because if they smoke every night, I don't see it the same way as drinking.
I think that's more of a red flag.
That's still
pretty
unhealthy.
Really, it's not healthy, but like some people smoke just to smoke. Like a lot of like Gen Zers that they started vaping.
The vaping
because it's cool or whatever. But like it's not like they're addicted to.
Or the
like,
Zins. The Zins are really
like
big movement now.
Yeah, people are just doing it because it looks cool or whatever.
Right.
So I don't think it doesn't necessarily resemble like, or it doesn't foreshadow any kind of like depression or something wrong with them or anything.
I don't know, but people smoke to unwind as well. And I think for me, that's more of a red flag and turn off than someone drinking.
But don't you think it's easier to like abuse alcohol than to abuse like other like smoking? Like,
well,
like
smoking
weed?
has nicotine though. If you're smoking cigs, if that's what you're talking about, but if you're smoking that, I'm gonna say it,
I personally know like maybe a handful of people that smoke cigs and everyone else just smokes like weed. So.
But I think people smoke cigs every day. I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Especially like the health benefits of it all. Or unhealthy benefits. Or not benefits. Defects or issues that come from it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Cool. Whose turn is it now?
It's mine.
Okay.
All right. I think we'll make one more round and then we'll call it. Oh, that's not that one.
Damn.
2 hours later.
Okay, that's not good either.
Dang, that makes you wonder what they are.
My point still stands. Not good either.
That's all right.
You want to end it with a banger.
Yeah, right.
We need 3 back-to-back good ones.
This one's like, all right.
We gotta end with a banger though.
Well, I think
okay, well, you guys could say like, oh, this is really good, but I'm like, it's okay. All right, we'll look for
I'm so curious.
Let's go through the whole deck.
We just get to the last card.
Oh, here you go. I think this one's especially
this
for me.
Is the one.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty reasonable one to consider.
Yeah. Well, we still have a lot of leftover cards for future episodes. You know.
All right. So the prompt is they throw away food as soon as it's past the expiration date. That's what I picked.
It wasn't as good as I thought it would be, but
as soon as it's past expiration date.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the other one might have been better, but it's all right. And I don't want to fish for cards the whole day, so I got to pick. One. All right, I'm good.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, review.
Dang.
Which one is yours now?
But green.
Green. Okay.
Different ones. Let's go first. I think I haven't gone first in a while.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I did red because food can pass the expiration date and still be good. So I think it's fine to not throw them away. So if you're wasting food for one, and that's why the reason why I picked it, my man signs you'd be disappointed of wasting food. So, because like for example, for me, I don't know what Walmart milk has, but usually I have the milk 3 weeks after the expiration date and it still is fine.
Really?
Yeah. So it just depends on that. I don't think it's not going to go bad right away. Some things are more perishable than others, but there's good preservatives and a lot of things that are longer expiration dates, but it doesn't mean that it will go bad. Say like, oh, it's January 31st and it expires the 31st and you have it February 1st. Is it really bad? You're just wasting money then and food. So that's my thought. And that's why I put red, because you're wasting food, money, and my man Sanji will be disappointed in me. So that's why I put red. So
mine's just kind of how I was raised. My mom was just really, really strict about food safety. So I think they kind of just got passed down to me. Because I'm like, oh, past expiration date, nope. Like yesterday, I was going to try to drink a beer. And the beer was like expired by like...
Beer expires?
That's what I said. I was like, what? That's what expiration date is like.
Like aged alcohol is better.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So.
It was like a couple of weeks. I was like, oh, I'm not trusting this. I just threw it away. So I guess,
give it to us, bro.
I was like, oh, man, I want this, but it's expired. So I think it's just because then our views would align. So that's why I said green.
What's the shelf life on beer?
I have no idea. I didn't know it expired.
I'd imagine it'd be years.
That's why I was so surprised. I was like, what did it expire a couple weeks ago?
People drink alcohol that's like, what's the word for it?
Aged. Well, like
fermented.
Yeah, exactly.
Fermented.
So I was surprised. I was like, what? Expired?
Because usually hard liquor, for example, like whiskey and wine, they age those like 30, 40, 50,
exactly.
60
That's why I was
years.
surprised.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But that is because of, especially like whiskey, it's like in the barrel. Because like we went to like the Jack Daniels, like Dom and I went to Nashville. We went to Lynchburg, Tennessee. And they had, they're giving us the tour of the Jack Daniels distillery, which was really fascinating how the process is made. But they said like the aging process of it is, and all of them probably like this as well, is they age it for years, but the reason why is they have the certain scent or whatever from the barrel of when it's made of, like, I guess the wood, which adds this different like flavor or like smell or to it to make it get to the way we taste, like Jack Daniels for this example, the way it tastes when we drink it. So it's pretty fascinating.
That was a mouthful.
I know it was a mouthful.
It was fascinating.
It's fascinating though. So it's kind of weird that beer isn't the same way because they're distilled, I'm pretty sure, in barrels as well.
Unless it just wasn't expired and I just read like a random number and I was like, oh.
That's not good. I'm not going to risk it.
I was like, oh, I want to drink this. I was like, oh, looks, this is expired. Maybe I shouldn't have this.
Yeah, I chose beige for mine. I low-key don't trust expiration dates that much. Like, I know it's like an estimate on like
the useful life.
Yeah, it's kind of like an estimate on like when they anticipate it to be like not safe anymore. Like it's like, but usually you can like, for example, like I buy like almond milk. You could probably drink that like even up to a month or more after its expiration date.
Really?
And with eggs, you can actually like test it by like putting it in like, I think, cold water. And if it sinks, then you know it's bad. But I've definitely like bought like salmon or chicken where they have an expiration date, and then you're looking at it and you're like, this is obviously like expired. You could smell it, and it's like,
yeah.
So for me, it's like using my judgment and using the date as just one marker. But it's not like the end all be all.
Gotcha.
But then like how that relates to dating, like that's why I think it's like a beige flag. So it's not good or bad for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think judging it is probably the best way I'd probably approach it too. And if hopefully I would want someone to do the same thing, but if she's like, expired. You see like the one commercial where it's like the one aunt, it's like an insurance commercial. She's like going to the fridge, she's like, expired. Just throws her thing away.
Where's my fridge?
Yeah. Just rating it, just roast it.
Yeah.
So
like, would you ever break up with somebody just because they don't throw food away on time, or
no?
Okay.
No.
Not that serious.
Yeah. But if we had to say one thing out of the three choices, that's what we did. So.
Yeah.
All right, next topic, last two. All All right, Bryan, then we'll end it with Dom.
Good one. That was like a lot.
Ooh, this is a good one. They prefer to hang out at home and cook me dinner rather than go to a restaurant.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. We good? 3, 2, 1, review.
Yeah, that's the first one we all agreed.
Triple G's.
There
we go.
That's the easiest green flag we had today, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can start with this one. Like,
sure.
It's not necessarily that I want them to cook me dinner. I want to cook with them. Like, it's kind of like a couples activity, you know? Because it's more interactive. Whereas, like, if you're going to a restaurant, like, I don't know. It feels like you have to get all like dressed up and whatnot, and it has to be like fancy. Which it's cool for like certain situations, but I'd rather have someone that's like more like homely, and we don't have to be like serious about everything.
Like a more chill vibe.
Yeah, because we're just chill guys.
Chill guys. Chill guys.
I didn't know you might play like these, bro.
Chill guys.
Chill guy with
a chill girl, just doing chill things. You know,
who's dating chill things?
Just dating chill, eating chill food.
We're Netflix and chilling. You know, so
everything's just chill. Our child's name's gonna be Chill.
Chill dog number 1.
Chill dog.
Yeah, our dog's name Chill.
Yeah, same. Little different sentiment, but same sentiment as well. I think it's great. You save money eating at home, and I think it's more. I mean, there's certain authenticity being at home in that environment, so I think that's another cool thing compared to the point I agree with Bryan is like getting ready and trying to go out. Depending, it doesn't matter where. But if you want to go to a fancy place, you're spending a lot more money for service and food and whatnot. And even if you go to like even like a fast casual type place, you still kind of get decently ready, and you're spending money as well. So if you get a home cooked meal, I think there's nothing better than
Chill
that.
vibes.
So that's why it's a green flag for me.
And it says that she wants to do it, so like that to me reads that she enjoys cooking, and like I also enjoy cooking. So like he was saying, like able to cook together, it sounds like a nice time.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Drum roll for the last one.
This one better be good. Good.
And it is not good.
No, not at all.
You only get one drum roll. Right? We're going to do it for every single one.
That one's dumb.
That one's Dom.
That one's Dom.
That one's
Dom. Tom.
What the fuck? No.
We should have shuffled the cards.
I mean, it's just our opinions on what we don't like. Though.
Yeah.
This one says most of their flirting is physical touch.
Okay.
I feel like we're all going to answer, but
It's theirs or yours?
most of their flirting is physical touch. So they're really touchy.
Okay, well, adding that touchy part, they're just like really touchy. I'm like,
Well, I mean, that's not what it says. It just says most of their flirting is physical touch.
well, flirting though. It's not saying like they're clingy and touchy.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm interpreting it as their like love language.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I'm changing
Okay.
my answer.
Because if it's more like they're just clingy and touchy, that's like a whole nother thing I'm thinking of. But if it's love language, then I'm thinking of this.
They're hella touchy. They grab onto you forever. They don't let go.
Yeah, you're tied to the hip with them everywhere you go. You know, you can't leave they won't leave your side at all.
They're
It's
attached
like,
to
get
you.
away from me. Leave me alone.
I'm flirting with you. Let go of me.
All good?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, review. Green beige.
Oh, you did. Oh, you both did green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the odd one out, so I'll start. So two things. It depends on the person that's doing it.
What's supposed to be your like girlfriend or something like that? It's not gonna be like
when you're thinking like green flag, green flag, red flag. You're thinking about like what are some like things to look out for before like we end up like dating. Because you could see that way too.
I viewed it as like we were.
So I'm assuming you're already attracted to this person since you're like judging the red flags and green flags.
Yeah.
That's how I've been seeing it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I've been seeing things
They're
differently.
wrong
but,
the
like,
whole time.
So you're just thinking like it's just like a girl in
'cause
general?
when I think
Yeah.
of flirting, like I think of like you guys aren't dating yet. So like that's my reasoning, but I'll stick with that just to like show like my perspective.
Yeah.
It's a green flag if you like them because it makes it so easy to know that they like you.
Right.
So then it's easy to like make a move. But it's a red flag for like two different things. Like one, you really don't like them. And I've had bad experiences with like stalker, like like that's like a whole other story on its own. And then like two, like going back to the bad hygiene, and if they're always like touching whatever and they smell bad.
All right, we go there again.
I get it. Yeah, they have a yellow tooth.
Like, can you please don't like just please don't, you know.
Their shirt's stained and they want to touch. They put a stain on your shirt.
And I'm sure this goes both ways. Like for all you women out there watching, I know some dudes that smell like pork and beans. Like
don't touch me, Porky.
Bro, when I was in college,
wait, pork and beans sound kind of good though.
I don't know if I mentioned this in another episode, but
I have a fetish for pork and beans.
Oh, my girls will smell like pork and beans.
I want my guy to smell like pork and beans.
I definitely know this one guy that like he dressed up as like Filthy Frank or one of his characters for Halloween.
He had multiple characters.
No, because Filthy Frank does multiple characters, but he dressed up as one of his characters.
Oh, okay.
And I forgot which guy he did, but he was wearing like almost dressed up like he was like in like aviation or whatever. And he had like I literally saw him like open a can of pork and beans and put it down his shirt pocket, and then he kept it there the whole day. Like he just socialized with everybody. And he smelled like shit.
That's gross. That's disgusting.
So stupid.
But that's the stuff that you see in like community college, where like it's funny because now I'm in a really like professional environment, like my job. But like when I was like 18 or 19, like just going through the motions, I would just hang out in like the main like school lounge. And there'd be like weird ass people, but everything's kind of interesting. But it was kind of like this would not fly in like
the real world
10 years,
or adult life.
Yeah, goofy stuff. Not saying that most people are like that, but I'd rather not you be touchy if you can't, you know, take care of your hygiene.
Well, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
So,
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
I consider the hygiene part when I was like,
thinking, I was like, oh yeah, I like this girl. She's touching me. Okay,
yeah,
I'm happy.
And yeah, I think I agree with like Bryan when he said when she's touchy, it shows that she's attracted to you. So
like
it's
the most
very
easiest
clear.
tell ever.
Exactly. So that's why I put green flag.
Have you ever been like? Have you ever had a girl like touch you with you, but then it turns out she's like that with everyone? Because then like then you still can't really assume that there's
they're just like a touchy person in general.
Yeah,
they'll like touch your like arms and stuff like, oh, you look so strong or whatever. But like that doesn't mean they necessarily like you.
Right. I could think of a couple. It's kind of like their personality. Like they kind of like are more like
you think it's obvious, but it's not necessarily.
No, not as like they're flirting with, but like I see that they're naturally touchy person.
Mm-hmm.
So I see like this one girl that comes to mind that's more like touchy and like that's kind of how she is. Especially like you can even put it as even like a baby. This is not like what we're trying to say, but like they're like more like touchy and like they like to put things in their mouth like that. So like it's kind of like the same thing as like people. Some people
pretty like crazy though.
Putting shit in their mouth, bro. He's like, what's this?
Grown adult doing it. Like, bro, what are you doing? Just
yeah, but there's people out there that are naturally touchy. Sometimes it's a little bit to their detriment that they're because they could overstep their bounds by being too touchy.
Yeah,
so, and personal space is a thing, but in context of this, it's a green flag because it's
I'm assuming someone you're attracted to.
Yeah.
Here's like a scenario that I got from like a video game. Like,
good old video games.
All right, what is this gonna be?
So I was playing Doki Doki Literature Club. It's for people that have no idea what the game is. It's like a visual novel that like starts off as like a dating sim that turns into like a psychological horror. And there's this one scene where like you're hanging out with one of the girls and she shows you her collection of knives, right? And then you kind of like take it from her just to like check it out. And you're trying to see how sharp it is, and you cut yourself slightly. And then you're like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. And then she like takes your hand and like puts her finger in your mouth to like suck the blood out. And then
it's the most anime.
yeah. But then I'm thinking like that's kind of like a red flag. Like, you know, they're kind of like overstepping your boundaries and.
Yeah, I don't know how to react to that in a real person. That'd be kind of weird.
Especially if it's blood.
Yeah, she's just like,
it's not like a bloody finger, just like it's like a small little cut. And she's like, oh, let me take care of that for you. So it's like not
Stop
bloody.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Let me
But
stop
then
the
it's
bleeding
kind of
for
like
you.
she's
Let me
like
see your
just-
finger.
that
I
makes
got a
sense.
Band-Aid, and she's like, puts her in her finger in her mouth.
Let me just ingest your blood. Yeah, that's a little much.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like that's where I draw the line.
She's probably a vampire, bro.
That's
She's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
suck
That's what
your
I was
blood
thinking,
dry.
What you trying to do?
Never know.
Doesn't sleep.
We don't judge.
During the
We
day.
don't judge on kinks. So Yeah.
Kinks, yes, we don't
Vampire
judge.
kinks.
Yes, we don't
that
judge
could be
by
a
that.
kink, but
Yeah.
that's overstepping my personal boundaries.
Yeah.
But it is
Sure.
kind of weird if you ask them oh, can I suck the blood out of your finger? It's like
just like-
I think at that point they'll just do it. 'Cause
Yeah, they just go,
they
"Get your
don't-
finger."
Yeah. They're just like, oh, what are you doing? And they do that. I'm like, oh, that's not what
They're just like,
oh, sorry, my bad.
Sorry if I offend you anyway, but
I just trying to help.
exactly,
So-
right? Just being proactive in my approach. But all right, this concludes this episode of Red Flag, Green Flag, Beige Flag for potential partners for the Living Room Boys. Let us know what you guys think of any red flag, green flag, beige flag topics that you thought were interesting and what your choices would have been. But until this episode, we'll end it here. I'm Jason, your host as always, with the boys, Dom and Bryan, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Let us know if you want to see another episode of this
He says it after.
in the comments. Yeah.
We have a lot of cards to go through.
We do.